Hello everyone. My name my name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to part 50 of the Abigail and Margaret Film School. Let us begin. So Susan was waking up out of bed just like yesterday. She was quite nervous and very, very scared about what was about to happen at 3 o'clock p.m. And she was quite pissed that she did that. That she had the audacity in her mind to call her right before she went to bed. She was not happy about it. And also, on top of all of that situation, she decided to threaten her. How dare she? She thought to herself. But she decided to get ready for the day anyway. So she decided to get out of the bed, like I said before. And of course, she went to the bathroom and takes a shower. After she takes that shower, she gets out of the bathtub, or she gets out of the shower. Then she dries her hair with the towel that she used yesterday, that she made her own personal shower, towel actually. She wrapped the other one around her waist, and the rest of her body. Then, after she dried off her hair, she decided to put it back. Then, after that, she went back to her room to get dressed. She looked and she opened up her closet. Then she, of course, picked out her clothes. Then, after that, she got dressed. Then she came to the kitchen to eat herself some breakfast. Little did she know, breakfast was about to be made anyway. So she comes downstairs. Her brother is waiting for breakfast and her, so they can get ready to go to school once again. After that, she decided to say, I can't do that. I have to meet someone. I'm going on a date, actually. Wait, what? Her father said. What date? You never told me about a date. What? Don't worry, Dad. It's all going to be fine. I'm going on a date with this guy. I don't know him that well, but I want to. If he would give me a chance, actually. Then he says, well, be safe. Don't worry, I will. After that, she sits down and begins waiting for breakfast to be cooked, because her father is cooking breakfast whilst his wife was at work at the time. After that, breakfast is now served. She begins eating her breakfast. It was very delicious. Then after that, after they ate their breakfast, it is time for the secret meeting. But she has to wait for a while. So that's when she changed her mind and says, you know what, the day isn't until 3 o'clock, so I guess I will take in a lesson here and there. I guess I'll take in a lesson. Let's go, bro. And they went. They said goodbye to their dad. She opens the door, and he and her were going to school. She and him gets in her car, and they buckle up their seatbelts. And they were gone after that. So, they pull up to the school, or she pulls up to the school. They both get out of the car, and they sit down at their seats like they always do. And he sits down first, she sits down second, and the lesson begins. After a couple minutes of the first lesson, it was ending. No. So after a couple minutes of the first lesson, she gets a little bit nervous and a little bit antsy. But she tries her hardest to keep that inside. So she, of course, is a bit nervous about all this. So she decides to, calm down, takes silent breaths, and they begin the second lesson. After the second lesson, during the second lesson, she checks her watch, which was purple, just like her hair. Well, actually not. Yeah, I guess. She had purple hair. She dyed it after she, it's waterproof. Her hair was waterproof. It was decades ago. Well, not really. It was years ago, a couple years ago. She dyed her hair like purple. So, it was permanent. Anyway, that is besides the point. Anyway, she checks her purple watch, and she realizes that it's about to become 3 o'clock p.m. After she, got a little more nervous, she decided that it was about to become 3, and she did not want her family dead. So, she found a way to, of course, sneak to the bathroom. She says, I gotta go to the bathroom. Then they allowed her to go to the bathroom. More specifically, Abigail did. She left, and she was gone. She left the school, got in her car, and she left. She left the school, and now she was driving to where Beatrice was, so she could have this meeting with her. After that, she is arriving early, and that. She gets out of the car. Beatrice says hi. It was sunny outside, by the way. It was not yet dark. So she ignored her. She says, hey, what is it? What do you, for lack of a better word, want? Oh, so it's like that. You ignored my hello, and now you want to know what I am. Okay, no problem. let's cut to the chase. I want you to destroy movies with me. No. What do you mean? Well, first of all, yes. And just like I mean, I want you to destroy films. I want you to destroy everything that they want, everything that they have worked so hard for. And then you will leave the rest to us. Us meaning the princess and I. Then the princess of Silver Cat gets out of the car and says, yeah, leave that to us. Listen, we have a very important job for you, girl. My name is, of course, Susan. I'm not a girl, I am a woman. Oh, sorry, girl. Okay, I'm not going to help you out. Get somebody else to help to destroy movies with you, for you. I am leaving. I don't care. Fuck off. Oh. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Holy crap. My boy? Yeah, no, that's a little bit weird. Okay. Alright. Okay. You want to say that, do you? And then she walks up to her and smacks her in the face. Backhanded, of course. She backhands her right in the face. Of course, that just made Susan pissed. And so she decided that she was going to beat their butts, of course. And all of a sudden they get into a fight. Like a big one. It was nasty. And of course, Susan won. And she once again says no. Little did she know it was, little did she know when she got there, but we're not there yet. Little did she know that there was about to be a tragedy about to happen. So she got back in her car after beating Beatrice and Princess Jennifer up. But before she did that, Jennifer says, oh, you don't want to help us? Okay. We'll see how your parents feel about that. And, of course, she didn't think anything of it. But, I mean, she does. She thought that they were dead. Because they have connections. And, of course, they know how to do that. Or the princess knows how to do that, at the very least. And so it's a little bit worrisome. So she goes back. So she just runs to her car really fast. And she, of course, just leaves really, really fast. She's very worried at that point. So she leaves the secret office, facility, and she speeds down the street, which is never what you should ever do. But that's what she did. So she speeds down the street in her car, and she makes it. She opens up the door, and she looks, and she walks in the house and no one is there. She says hi, she says hello, but no one is there. Immediately, she starts to look into their rooms. She starts to look into everybody's room. The only person who's not there the only person who is there is, of course, Tracy Mack. He is the only one that is there. And he is quite horrified about what just happened to him. Because he has a busted lip after the incident. So his lip is busted. She's taking up on him. She's also panicking. She decides to go to the phone room, and she decides to call the police, which is exactly what she does. She says there's been a kidnapping, and once again she is enraged. So she gets back in her car, and they're still there, and of course, she just says to them, I know you did, little fuckers. I know you did. I know you did. And she starts punching him, and punching him, and punching, and punching, and punching, and punching. It was quite violent. But if you think that, of course, Princess Jennifer got left out, she's not. Another punch for her, another punch for her as well. And so she is just destroying them, telling them how horrible people they are, how they just want to take happiness from everything that they have, just breaking them down, basically, physically and emotionally. So, she says, if you have kidnapped my mom and dad, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Very seriously. As a matter of fact, she grabs the neck of Beatrice, and she just tries to snap it. Of course, Susan asks her to please stop, and that's when Princess Jennifer asks for her limo driver, or she screams for him, and that's when he hands her the phone, and she says, listen, call it off. It didn't work out. She's here. She's about to kill my friend. Can you just call it off, please? Or else, no problem. And that's when she loosened. She stopped trying to stop Susan. Well, Susan stops trying to, of course, snap the neck of her uncle's ex-wife. And that's when she says, if you ever come by me and my family ever again, I'm going to not stop that. I'm going to kill her. And then I'm going to kill you. Is that understood? Yeah, I guess. She snapped her in the face. Is that understood? Yes. Once again. She snapped her once again. And then she left. And then she walks away. But now, as she's walking away, obviously, Jennifer says, what was that for? Oh yeah, bitch. And she continues to walk away. She gets back in her car, and she is quite upset about the whole thing. After that, she makes it to the house. Her parents are pulling up next to the police department, next to the police officers. She takes it from there. She welcomes them home, and they together, along with her brother, Tracy Mack, they both slowly walks them to the house. They walked them to the house, and that was it. They closed the door, and he says, "Thank you. Oh my gosh, they just let us go." I don't know why they did that, but that was a little bit weird. Don't worry about that. Everything's gonna be okay now. And then she starts to cry, and which leads to the rest of the family crying as well. And that was it. They just hugged and cried together in the living room. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what you like about the video or hate about the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.